Before passing away, my dear friend played matchmaker, connecting me with her attractive male friend in her final days. I don't have anyone to share this story with. On June 13th, 2024, I made a friend named Judy, not her real name, at a writing group. She is 95 years old, and I am 62 years old. I visited her at her apartment a few times, helped her with her computer, and we really hit it off. She told me that some medication she was taking was making her feel sick. When I asked what it was for, she said she was riddled with cancer. She published a book of poetry, and I went to her book launch party at the beginning of May. She had a friend there named Mike, not his real name, who was about my age. I found him to be a very attractive and intelligent man. I asked Judy if he was single, and she said he was. Judy had often mentioned what a wonderful person Mike was and what a great friend he had been to her. He is also a writer. I tried to flirt with him and ask him out, but he was chatting with another woman about publishing. Feeling embarrassed, I left. Yesterday, I received an email from someone in our writing group informing me that Judy had decided to end her life after having a stroke about 2 weeks ago. She had not been well for the last month. Medical assistance in dying is completely legal in Canada. I was shocked to hear this, as she seemed so well and in good spirits the last time I saw her. I decided to call her to say goodbye. We had a lovely chat yesterday, and she told me she was happy with her decision to end her life this Saturday afternoon, with her family coming to be with her. We had a good conversation, and I expressed my appreciation for her friendship. I told her I believed her late husband would welcome her to the other side. It saddened me to think I would never see my friend Judy again. I thought that chapter with Judy was now closed. Just about 5 minutes ago, I received a phone call from Judy. She wanted to give me Mike's phone number and asked me to call him. Apparently, he thought I was a very nice person and wanted to know more about me. I explained that I liked him very much and found him very attractive, but felt embarrassed and left. Judy found this funny and cute. Apparently, I had made some impression on him because he mentioned me to Judy several times. She gave me his phone number and asked me to call him, thinking we would be good for each other. I said I would call him in a week or so. What a lovely gesture, playing matchmaker for 2 of her friends before she leaves this world. I have been quite lonely lately and really want a partner in my life. Relevant comments. Commenter 1. OMG, call him so you can give her a final update before passing. What a sweet story. OP. I said I would wait to call him, and she agreed that it would be best to wait about a week. But what if I did call him and things didn't go well? Then I would have to tell her that before she passed. Commenter 2. Girl, he asked about you. If things don't go well for some reason, though I can't think of any, you can at least tell your friend you've been in contact. I'm sorry for your coming loss. Your friend will no doubt be watching over you whatever happens. Good luck. I have to go show my daughter this cute story now. You've got to update me if things go well. Update 1. Posted in a separate post on June 14th, 2024, the morning after the original post. She called me again this morning and asked me to come to her apartment to pick up an envelope to bring to him. She wants me to ask him out for lunch and to call him later today. She said she wants to know what happens. Commenter 3. I'm so excited for you. Try to calm your nerves. Just be your lovely self that your friend admires so much. This sounds like the universe has plans for you. Commenter 4. OMG, I am loving this. Go get that man, girl. And so good on you for supporting your friend during this time. I think it is actually pretty amazing that we are getting to the point of being able to have dignity in the end and choosing when we are ready to be done. 95 years is a long life, and I hope it was just as beautiful as it sounds like Judy is. Update 2. Judy, the almost heavenly matchmaker, June 14th, 2024, 1 day after the original post, 3 hours after the mini update in the comments. Update. I have the envelope in hand and have arranged to meet him for coffee in 1 hour. Judy gave me an envelope and wants us to read it together. I am at the coffee shop waiting for him right now. She wants me to report back to her this afternoon. Relevant comments. Commenter 5. I just saw your first post. Number 1. Judy sounds like such a wonderful person. I think we all need a Judy in our lives. Number 2. I am waiting with bated breath and on the tips of my toes. This internet stranger has nothing but the best of wants and wishes for you, dear friend. I hope you and Mike are just beginning a beautiful love story. Commenter 6. This is the beginning of something so good. Commenter 7. I'm so invested. Tell us how it went. Update 3. Judy, the almost heavenly matchmaker, June 14th, 2024, 4 hours later. I nervously waited for Mike to arrive. He was about 5 minutes late. When he arrived, I explained to him that this meeting was not my idea and that Judy had asked me to meet him. She had called me again and asked me to bring him the envelope and open it together. He said that sounded just like her. He predicted what was going to be in the envelope. He told me that he had known her for about 10 years, whereas I had only known her for about 8 months. We talked about our lives and what we had done, including jobs, careers, marriage, divorce, and kids, etc. He is a very intelligent, funny, and attractive man. We seem to be compatible. He told me that after I met him one time at the book party, he had commented to Judy that he found me very forthright and attractive. At that book launch party, I wanted to talk to him more, but another woman monopolized his attention, talking about some kind of publishing. He apologized for talking to the other lady instead of me. He said he couldn't stand her and had tried to get away from her to chat with me more, but when he turned around, I was gone. I told him that I was embarrassed because I had asked him out, and then left because I felt so embarrassed. Anyway, we had a great time at the restaurant, chatting about pretty much everything in life. He asked me if I wanted to go to dinner at a nice, fancy waterfront restaurant. He asked if I had been there before, and I said I had not. I had to leave because I had to get back to work. I asked him if he wanted to meet another time to open the envelope, and he said, "No, I want to open it right now. I want to see what she is up to." So, I sat beside him, and we opened the envelope together. It was just as he had predicted, a beautiful handwritten note and a bunch of cash for $150. The note expressed her love forever and ever, and said, "Please go and have a nice supper." I commented that the amount was enough for several nice suppers. I told him he was right about his prediction. He said he didn't want the money, and I said I didn't want it either. But if I took it back to her apartment, her son would get it tomorrow. So, I said she wanted us to have it, so we should keep it. He asked me to keep it in my handbag. We left the coffee shop after opening the envelope, and I gave him a warm hug. He said he would call me, and we would go out for dinner. As we parted, we talked a little bit about what an amazing person Judy was, and how we were both going to miss her. I called Judy and told her what had transpired. She said, "I am so pleased." I told her that Mike was going to call her later this afternoon as well. Tomorrow, her family is going to be there with her when she departs this world. Relevant comments. Commenter 8. Judy is definitely an amazing person. May we all find a Judy in our lifetimes. Most valuable person. Rest in peace. Commenter 9. Wow, Opie. Judy is really something beyond amazing. She will be missed. It's like karma, and Judy brought you two together. Best wishes. Opie, thanks. I hope it turns into something good. And if it doesn't, I have definitely made a new friend in Mike. Update 4. Judy, the Now in Heaven matchmaker, June 16th, 2024, 3 days from the original post. Judy transcended yesterday. Mike and I have talked on the phone a few times a day since we met on Friday and opened the envelope, and we also have been texting. It seems like we really have clicked. I am kind of astonished at this whole situation. Today, Sunday, we are going to an IMAX movie together this afternoon. I invited him to go with me to my regular weekly pub afternoon with my friends. He said he would love to join us. We are both open to seeing where this goes. Relevant comments. Commenter 10. I'm so happy for you. It's so nice to read a story like this on Reddit. Still crying for Judy. Commenter 11. GNU Judy. Original poster. What does GNU mean? I asked the internet, and it said a Linux operating system. Commenter 12. Celebrated author Sir Terry Pratchett's Discworld novel Going Postal tells of the creation of an internet-like system of communication towers called the Clacks. When John Deere, the son of its inventor, is murdered, a piece of code is written called GNU John Deere to echo his name up and down the lines. G means that the message must be passed on. It means not logged, and U means the message should be turned around at the end of a line. This was also a real-world tech joke. GNU is a free operating system, and its name stands, with recursive geek humor, for GNU's not Unix. The code causes Deerhart's name to be repeated indefinitely throughout the system because a man is not dead while his name is still spoken. Fans of his often use GNU name as a way to honor not only Sir Terry, but lost loved ones of their own. It is a way to keep their name alive. From what you wrote about her, it is clear Judy was someone who should be remembered. Update 5. Judy, the Heavenly Matchmaker, June 22nd, 2024, 9 days from the original post. Just thought you guys might want to know how things are going. Yesterday marked 1 full week since we opened the envelope. A lot has happened. We had been seeing each other every other day, and last night Mike came over to my house. Things were said and done that made it clear that we are now an item. We actually have a lot in common and really enjoy each other's company. I am rather mind-blown by how my life has turned around into something new in the past week. I was pretty bored and lonely and quite sad. Now, I feel happy and invigorated. I am ever so grateful that Judy came into my life and sent me Mike. Relevant comments. Commenter 13. Great update. You never know what life has planned for us. Keep on updating us. Editor's note. Things are off to a good start with OP's budding relationship with Mike. Hopefully, she will give us further updates down the road. The last few comments in the post summarize parts of the above story. First, in Judaism, we do not say RIP or rest in peace. We say Z.L. or Zichrono Livracha, which translates to may their memory be a blessing. I always felt that GNU mirrors that sentiment, and while I do not know Westworld, you live as long as the last person who remembers you is an amazing and accurate phrase in the same vein. Second, it is even more amazing when you consider it is said by a robot that brought himself to sentience after he realized that all his fellow robots were having their memories wiped, reset, or replaced by other units. So he made a commitment to remember them for those who had loved them. Like I said, an absolute gut punch. The episode, Kiksuya, which is performed largely in Lakota, is one of the best episodes of television I've seen in any show. You think it is a bottle episode because it is about a fringe character, and it turns out to be an anchor to it all. Commenter 14. Judy sounds like the best kind of person. I hope her passing was peaceful and she was surrounded by love. I hope this is not overstepping, but given her love of writing, is there a significance to the date she chose? It is Bloomsday from Ulysses. I thought that was a sweet coincidence for a book lover, although maybe it was not a coincidence. Best of luck to you and Mike, and I hope you continue to be very happy. Commenter 15. For anyone who is in doubt about reading it, this is pretty much the saddest, most heart-wrenching story on all of Reddit, and I'm not exaggerating. It is the kind of story that appears in nearly every thread about sad stories, and for good reason. Commenter 16. I want to believe and hope that their ages, life experiences, and the lighthearted nature surrounding Judy's passing would prevent them from feeling any undue pressure. It did not seem like the original poster viewed this as some final wish of Judy, but rather just a friend trying to play matchmaker during what happened to be the final chapter of her life. It's clear that Judy's intentions were to bring some joy and companionship to her friends, and it's heartwarming to see such efforts regardless of how things turn out. I am rooting for them and wish them all the best in finding happiness together. Commenter 17. I am so glad this was the last unread best of Redditor updates that I had. I never stop after the palate cleansers, even when knowing full well that I should. Thank you to the gods of best of Redditor updates. I am so glad that Judy got to choose how, and when she wanted to go, got to do one last bit of matchmaking, and is now on the other side with her loved ones. May we all be so fortunate, cancer aside of course. Thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so and hit the notification bell to stay updated with more shocking real-life stories happening around you.